Welcome to Team F's Reader Advisory for Adults in a Public Library. We have our homepage in front of us where we have USC's library Twitter so that our patrons can see what's going on at the Thomas Cooper Library. We have a list of new books that updates every so often because it's an RSS feed. We have our LibGuide philosophy here. We'll have our oral presentation here. And we will have this video that you are currently listening to here, how to use this LibGuide. So we designed this LibGuide so that any patron is able to access this, look into a genre, and hopefully find a new book that they've never read before that they're super interested in. We have 4 different genres here. Here we have other resources which goes over how to use the different book review sites that we picked out. We picked out book review sites that anybody could access, such as Goodreads, and also ones that are easy to understand, and that are written by other peers that our patrons may know or have similar tastes and interests in, because if they just ask us, well, obviously we're biased in regards to what we read. But from the average Joe who uses Goodreads, they may be more apt to listen to. So we have the different social book review sites here. We have a video here as to how to use the social book review sites. We also have a tab here talking about how to find books in the library. So if our patron isn't used to looking at a library, they're able to look at these and practice these things on their own. So we have call numbers here, how to search the catalog, ebooks, and interlibrary loan. And what's nice about all of this is that these are very generic things that are used in every library. So even if they're looking at a public library or a university library or even a high school library, these things are across the board. So very useful for anyone who wants to use them. For sci-fi, romance, mystery, and historical nonfiction, these are the 4 genres that we chose to investigate. For each of our tabs, we have a how to use these sources, where we'll probably have videos attached so that our patrons can listen and read in regards to how to use these things. We have author Twitter pages so that they can see that authors are actually real people and they can engage with them. We have a portion that goes over what each genre is, recent Pulitzer Prize winners and finalists, and reader resources. For mystery, we have a similar section. We have reviews for the books, an author stream, and then we have a from shelf to screen portion, which talks about movies that have been based on books, and the reviews for those books. For romance, we have award winners here, romance resources, another author tweet section. And then finally, in sci-fi and fantasy, we'll have a video about how to use these sources. We'll have award winners, so like Nebula award winners, sources, and author tweets by Patrick Rothfuss. So anyone is able to read and access this LibGuide. It's black and red because those are the colors of USC. And then we left the background white because, according to LibGuide itself, those are the easiest colors to read. So if you actually play around with the colors, it makes it not accessible for quite a few people, like colorblind people or people who may become irate at the color yellow or something like that. So overall, this LibGuide will hopefully help people in a public library, so adults, teenagers who have a high reading style score, so on and so forth, to be able to access this information and find books that open their perspective even more so than it was before.